I am a romantic.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think, like many of us, I'm very protective of my heart and matters of the heart. So I'm an enormous romantic, but it just takes me a while to get there. But once I do, I'm at your beck and call.
It's wild how fast stories change in this city. One moment, it looked like a quiet and ordinary breakup. Then Aaron Pierre finally spoke, and everything people thought they knew about his relationship with Teyana Taylor suddenly felt wrong. Fans believed they were meant to last forever. Some were even talking about marriage before the couple officially shared their romance. But Aaron's truth tells a calmer story. There was no cheating, no dishonesty, and no explosive conflict. He says it came down to timing. Both careers took off at the same time, pulling them in different directions. Success didn't fix things, it added pressure. Now the narrative feels more honest, emotional, and far less perfect than people imagined.
Here's the part that took me out. Women are already flooding Aaron's comments, trying to get his attention, because he posted a very, very fine as hell picture of himself. All right, that's what he posted.
Nobody really expected it, which feels funny now because the signs were everywhere, just never spoken out loud. It felt like Hollywood pulled off one of its smoothest quiet reveals in years. Think back to February at the 15% Pledge Gala in Los Angeles. They stood next to each other, smiling like they shared an inside joke. First, it looked harmless. Two attractive stars at the same high-profile event. Then came the Vanity Fair Oscars after-party, the place where subtle romances usually show themselves. They didn't walk in together, but the photos told enough. Their body language felt natural and close. By March, curiosity turned into non-stop chatter. When Teyana Taylor posted that black and white Oscars set with the words "no gray area," fans lost it. Then Aaron Pierre appeared in her escape room visual album, sealing the buzz. It felt intense, exciting, and inevitable. But looking back, flames that bright rarely fade gently.
Here's the problem. Aaron Pierre was too fine. See, ladies, this is what you get. And this is why I say, this is why you got to get an ugly man. Or even not an ugly man, you got to get a medium ugly man. You got to get a man with a great personality. Because see, when you get a man like Aaron Pierre with that height, those eyes, the cheekbones, the abs, you're going to have to deal with all of this, the women circling around.
The next big moment arrived in June on Aaron Pierre's 31st birthday. Teyana Taylor planned a surprise party and made their relationship public on Instagram with a caption that sent fans into a frenzy. "Cheers to 31 and many more wins," she wrote. People shared screenshots, studied every emoji, and focused on Aaron's reply. "Now and always. Thank you, Tay." It sounded sincere and deeply personal. From the outside, everything looked easy, like they naturally fit together. Around that same period, Teyana spoke warmly about him in interviews. She described him as gentle and said he made her feel protected. Coming after a very public divorce, those words carried weight. Sources even claim she called him her apple pie, a name that suggested comfort and peace. For a while, it felt like she had truly found calm. Then things changed. Public appearances stopped, posts disappeared, and interactions faded. No public fight followed, just quiet space. When the breakup was confirmed, it felt calm but heavy, hinting at a deeper story beneath the silence.
It's like sharks smelling blood in the water. All kind of sharks going after this man. Old sharks, young sharks, cougar sharks, male sharks, menopausal sharks, baby sharks, baby mama sharks. Y'all.
When Aaron Pierre finally spoke, it caught many people off guard. There was no anger, no drama, and no need to defend himself. He sounded tired, calm, and honest. He said the breakup came down to timing, speaking like someone who had already accepted the ending long before the public noticed. That explanation actually fit the situation. Teyana Taylor's career was moving at full speed. She was collecting major award attention, building excitement around new projects, and traveling constantly for work. Her name was everywhere, and the momentum was unstoppable. At the same time, Aaron's schedule was just as demanding. He was locked into big film and television projects, moving from one commitment to the next without pause. They were not only busy, they were rarely in the same place. At that stage, relationships become about planning and calendars instead of feelings. On the surface, they looked perfect together. Two driven creatives with huge goals. But people close to them say that was the issue. Neither wanted to slow down. Their time together turned into rushed meetings and short visits, followed by long separations. It wasn't a lack of love, but exhaustion. Even after the split, respect remained. Quiet support continued. Sometimes, though, peace still comes with a quiet sense of loss.
When I tell y'all, when it comes to available men, sometimes we women are just too thirsty. Okay? Now, I think everybody knows, we were all shocked to read reports that Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre split up over the holidays. They did. That is such a hot couple gone to waste. They are so, together. They were so beautiful.
There's a strange kind of irony in their story. The same timing that pulled them together is what slowly pushed them apart. Escape Room was not just the name of Teyana Taylor's project. In many ways, it reflected their relationship. Two people caught in non-stop motion, trying to hold on to love while cameras flashed, flights overlapped, and careers refused to pause. The music video that once felt romantic now plays like a snapshot from the past. The soft looks, the closeness, and the gentle moments feel heavier when viewed later. It almost seems like they sensed time was running out before anyone else did. Some fans still question the idea that everything ended without conflict. They point to Teyana's final interviews, where her words sounded careful and controlled. When she spoke about moving forward alone and accepting whatever came her way, it felt thoughtful, but also like emotional preparation. Aaron Pierre's comments about needing creative space added to the discussion. Those close to him say he cared deeply but struggled as her fame grew faster. It became a quiet imbalance. No chaos, no betrayal. Just two people who mattered to each other, separated by success, moving too fast for love to follow.
It's honestly, I'm an introvert. Despite my career choice as an actor, an artist, I'm actually an introvert and somewhat of a recluse. So a lot of this year, the reception, I've been enjoying it and receiving it in the comfort.
Now the question on everyone's mind is simple. Is this really over? Or is it just a pause in the story? Hollywood loves a comeback moment, and chemistry like theirs does not disappear just because award season rolls in. People close to the industry already expect them to run into each other again, whether at a premiere, an after party, or even on stage at the same event. It is easy to imagine the scene. Teyana Taylor glowing in gold, Aaron Pierre sharp in black, sharing a brief hug for the cameras that explains nothing yet says enough. In this world, endings are rare. They are usually reshaped into something new. What stands out most is how quiet both of them have remained since Aaron finally spoke. Teyana has stayed busy, sharing work moments and smiling like someone who knows how to turn pain into purpose. Aaron has done the same, appearing at fashion gatherings overseas and giving thoughtful interviews that avoid personal details. No anger, just unresolved feelings. Still, some whispers suggest the timing explanation may be the polished version. A few insiders believe their relationship followed a careful rhythm, with public moments matching career peaks. In Hollywood, that line between real emotion and performance often fades. Maybe that is why it ended gently, with distance instead of chaos, when the spotlight became too intense for love to last.
She heard blah, 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 blah. I am just like, I heard it, I received it, I respect it. But your eyes are unfair. They're unfair. I can be your mom, but I'm just, wow, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. It's hot in here. I'm kidding.
That is why the ending felt so heavy for so many people. It was not just two individuals slowly moving in different directions. It felt like the fall of an image that the public helped build piece by piece. Back in November, Teyana Taylor gave an interview that later became widely quoted. She said that if she ever called someone her boyfriend, it was because they agreed on it together. Looking back, that statement was not meant to impress anyone. It was a clear boundary and a way of taking control of her own narrative. After living through a very public breakup that became entertainment for strangers, She was determined not to repeat that experience. At the same time, Aaron Pierre's team was reportedly keeping things quiet, making sure his rising career stayed in focus and was not drowned out by relationship talk. Their silence was not careless. It was deliberate and protective. Even so, rumors kept growing. Online discussions turned into wild guesses, and guesses became full theories. Some viewers felt the romance looked too polished, like a carefully staged storyline. Others believed the lack of constant sharing made it feel more real. Both ideas can be true. In Hollywood, genuine feelings often exist inside performance. Then a short lie detector clip surfaced. Teyana laughed while speaking, and the internet read that moment as distance. A few seconds were enough to restart the obsession, turning quiet moments into endless analysis.
From you, what was it like when you saw his viral spirit tunnel?
You want to know how it was for me?
What was it like, Regina? What you got, girl?
No, it was impressive.
It was impressive.
It was impressive.
Elaborate. Somebody said yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you. You know, well, he's very handsome.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Teyana Taylor was quietly shining in every space she entered. Directors like Paul Thomas Anderson called her one of one, and Ray G.P. Henson said, "She's just that girl." Compliments like that don't just feel nice, they mark her rise to a higher level in the industry. At the same time, Aaron Pierre was facing intense blockbuster pressure. Acting alongside Ryan Gosling meant expectations were enormous. Success in different forms was pulling them apart. Separate sets, different countries, demanding schedules. It created a distance that even attempts to reconnect couldn't fix. Friends close to them say their lives felt like parallel lines, rarely meeting at the right moment. After the breakup, Teyana stayed gracious instead of bitter. She liked his posts and gave subtle nods in public appearances. "He handled me like a cup of tea," she once said, a line that fans repeated everywhere. Aaron shared a moody photo with no words, and the comment section erupted. "She's your tea. Don't let her cool." There was no betrayal, no drama. Just timing that didn't align. Insiders say their teams carefully maintained quiet respect. In Hollywood, silence often sells better than scandal, and every thoughtful post proves the point.
Oh my God, those close up we should get a close up. Those are like mesmerizing, beautiful.
Thank you.
What color are they?
I don't know.
I'll find out. I'll tell you what. So wait, you knew it.
Even now, this story doesn't feel fully settled. Maybe it's the way Aaron Pierre carefully avoids saying Teyana Taylor's name in interviews, as if speaking it might reopen a wound that never fully healed. Or the way Teyana lights up when love comes up, only to quickly shift back to work, purpose, and forward motion. That kind of control doesn't seem accidental. It feels like the story isn't finished. There's a subtle tension, a sense that the last chapter hasn't been shown. If their relationship truly fell victim to timing, what happens when timing changes? Awards season is here again. Red carpets are returning, and shared circles mean they'll cross paths sooner or later. When that happens, anything could follow. A polite hug for the cameras, or maybe a spark that was always there beneath the surface. Hollywood's favorite stories aren't endings, they're comebacks. Perhaps this wasn't about forever, but a lesson. Even the brightest connections can fade when ambition burns too close. So is it real love lost to timing? Or a carefully staged chapter that fooled everyone?